Draft physics video, yay! Power is out for days, and so might not be too many of these videos, and I guess they'll have to be a little shorter than usual, hopefully, probably. Anyway, yeah, generator power, so I probably should try to cut this to like 15 minutes. So doing comments in 15 minutes, I don't know if that's possible. See how we do. I better get to it. So I have to upload it and all that crap. Anyway, so Herbie Guitar Guy should just block him. This is a stupid comment. Not cool, man. You seem to thrive on belittling others when they can't rebut your grandiose claims. Who have I talked to or said anything about who can't rebut it? I'm not insulting the dead, generally speaking. There are people with YouTube channels that can make videos just as easy as I can make a video. So really weird, very unprofessional of you. No, it's very unprofessional of them that they don't know how to make videos. Except the ones where they're insulting dead people. Take on Ken Wheeler head to head. No, I don't even understand this. I've only asked for the debate. He blocked me for asking for a debate. That's what I did. I politely said, I would like to debate you anytime regarding your, theory. And, very polite, and he blocked me for even suggesting it. And then he made a mocking video mocking me for even suggesting that he should waste his time having to interact with anybody who's not fat and tattooed. Anyway, yes, so invite him to debate. Yes, I've done that, you idiot. I dare you. I don't know why are you doing this? Or are you too afraid? ? See how you fare with an honest debate. I just can't believe he's emphasizing these words when I've kept asking for that very thing over and over again, and it's Ken who refuses. It's easy to cut someone down when they can't defend themselves. I don't think you have the nerve. I don't know, I just don't understand this. Its comment is so stupid, considering almost every single Ken Wheeler video I've made, I point out that anytime he's willing to have a debate, I would like to question him on his theory. Anyway, so fuck you, you're insane. Anyway, so this weird ass Papyrus Guy 2718 who's making fun of Pierrot's name. And Pierrot is worthy of some mockery, but I don't see the point of using his name to mock him. You should mock him because his arguments are silly, like the land tax being a solution to unfair taxation. Anyway, first of all, I'm not the cowboy asshole. I don't think I ever said you were. I'm somebody else. I am somebody who is merely interested in collecting attitudes. Whatever that means. Yeah, go ahead, whatever that just sounds too silly. Why am I talking to somebody who collects attitudes? It's silly. It's like a tree sloth collecting moths or something. No, I don't know. I don't care. Stop it. It sounds like a silly thing to do. See, I'm interested in learning what other people think. Secondly, I don't think it is interesting how you accept that light travels at a constant speed. I'm just saying I don't accept it because it's against some tide of evidence suggesting otherwise. No, there's no evidence suggesting otherwise. So, acceptance seems like the rational thing to do. Like accepting there's no Sasquatch, for example, or UFOs. Why wouldn't you just accept that light, which you claim is a particle, simply travels like baseballs, and that's why the null result? Again, this silly argument that somehow the stupid Michelson-Morley experiment first could even detect what they claim to be detecting, and that if they did, it would have something to do with an absolute frame, which it doesn't, and that I have to somehow worry that somehow ether and an absolute frame are connected in some way, which they aren't. So this is just all such stupid rubbish. But the point is, I've already demonstrated how the Michelson-Morley experiment cannot detect it, because the arm that's moving perpendicularly that everybody thinks isn't affected by motion is affected just as much by the forward motion as the other arm. Just as much. You can't change it. You can't change that fact, because light doesn't carry two momentums. I can say this 4,000 times, but yes, light can't go two speeds at the same time. It can't go the speed of light this way and half the speed of light that way. And the fact that you can't understand that simple principle, and I mean you, the abundance of assholes out there, it just amazes me. Even if you thought of light as some stupid, whatever it is, wave perturbation, you should be able to understand that, oh yeah, it can't really wave perturbate this way and wave perturbate that way at the same time. Why wouldn't you just accept that light, which is, it travels like baseballs? Okay. You reject all other evidence. What other? There's no other evidence. So why accept that light must travel at sea in any frame? Again, because there's absolutely no examples of light doing otherwise except in mediums. And again, mediums can be explained as it's not traveling at a different speed. It's going through the matrix of the atomic structure, and it takes a longer path. The reason physicists first accepted the consistency of C was Maxwell's equations. That's not true. Maxwell's equations only associated electromagnetism with light because they found that the EMF forces travel at the same speed that light travels. And so then they made light into this silly, stupid wave thing, into an electromagnetic thing, even though it has absolutely no electric or magnetic properties. So that's Maxwell's crime, is not figuring out that C is actually the speed of force, the forces of magnetism and the force of gravity, and then it turns out to be the speed of all the little forces, all the virtual photons. The reason physicists first accepted the consistency of C was Maxwell's equations. Again, that's bullshit. They already established the consistency of C long before Maxwell showed up to turn it into electromagnetic. It was already established that, yes, light always appears to move the same speed, which you probably also think is rigged. So, I guess obviously I just pointed out the rig. The rig is there's no evidence that light is electromagnetic. The evidence is that the two travel at the same speed and might be the same force. And that would have been a clever thing to figure out. That gravity, the magnetic force, and light all have the same speed, which means they're all the same thing, just different versions of it, which is perfectly consistent with my theory, not your silly theory, you stupid idiot. Alright, this is going well. Alright, John Walker, and then we'll be done, right? We cannot speak of interference of light when we say that a force cannot interact with a force. Yes, well, I'm only using their words, okay? I have to say the interference pattern, or they don't know what you're talking about, because they can't understand patterns in the world. They can only understand interference, and everything else is just something else. So you have to say the interference pattern to concede to their rhetoric so they know what you're talking about, the on-off pattern. If you say the on-off pattern, they don't understand. Alright. We cannot say that a force cannot interact with a force when we speak of interference of light. Well, again, I don't speak of the interference of light. So again, this is, what are you talking about? You fucking crazy ass. I make it so clear, I don't believe that photons interfere with photons. I say it in almost every single video. I only use the word interference to concede to their language, and then you type this rubbish comment. I should just block you. Fuck you, you're an idiot. So that's it. Okay, that was easy. But yeah, I mean, this conversation with you morons, like I said, I should just block you. You're obviously not capable of making a straight up, grown up argument about anything ever. I mean, I pointed out how mathematically it's impossible for the interferometer to be measuring a difference in the path length when there is no difference in the path length. Now, I've demonstrated, showed you the images of it, explained to you the mathematics of it. And I mean, that one's cooked. Michelson-Morley as an ether test is cooked. It can't work. It's not possible. Photons don't work the way you imbeciles think they do. And the only way your stupid experiment could do what you think it could do is that light would have to have two momentums. And it can't do that. And you keep pretending it can. And you don't explain why you think it can have two momentums. Why you think, if I move this flashlight fast enough, the light that shoots up over here will also keep moving. I can give it extra momentum. I can make it go this way and that way at the same time. Isn't that so fucking cool? You can't do that. Then you could take a laser and shine it across the moon and actually make the light go faster than the speed of light, because the little dot will go faster than the speed of light. But it really won't be the light going faster. You're just too stupid for the conversation. You're too ignorant. You don't understand enough physics. You're too, you're mechanically inept. You probably pick your nose by sticking your finger in your ear. You're just stupid fucks. Rude, stupid, bastard pieces of shit. Probably fell out of skanky, stupid, ignorant whores. Okay, yeah, feels like enough of a video now. So, till the next time, who knows when, see how things go. So, but I'm not dead. Just trees down everywhere here. Power lines, telephone poles broken. It's just bad. So it might be a while. I have to live on periodic, electricity and heat for a couple hours a day. But it'll have to do. So, till next time, and such. Yeah.